We're up and making noise. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's go. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to episode 39 of the Zones All Access, hosted by the Sports Center. Thank you, Rex, for having us up here again. Today, my guest is CHS Majorette, Karley Riggers. Welcome, Karley. First off, I need to thank my new team of marketing partners. I also need to thank my premier partners, which include Stay and Play Doggy Daycare, Whitaker Insurance, Clayton Homes of Middlesboro, Pizza Inn of Tazewell, Roland Veterinary Services, Value RX Pharmacy Tazewell, Hearthside Bank, Walker & Walker Construction, Claiborne Health and Wellness, and First Century Bank, always for providing our communication. All right, Karley, tell us where you're from and a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm obviously from Claiborne County, Tennessee. And a little bit about myself, all I can say is that I may be weird, I may say things that, honestly, you probably can't explain. But honestly, I'm a fun person to be around, and, well, I'm good at making friends everywhere I go.
Good. Did you play any sports at all, or just always like a cheerleader or stuff as a kid? Which one was it?
Oh, dude, I got a tale for you. I started out as a cheerleader, and that didn't really work out for me. Moved on to basketball and soccer. Also didn't work out for me until I found my lovable sport known as baton. But I still do dance because, well, why not?
Growing up, did you have a favorite sport you loved to watch or anything?
I always loved watching the Olympics when they had ice skating and swimming.
I don't know if you had a favorite sports team you follow or anything like that, do you?
Wolfpack.
Oh, no.
Wolfpack.
When did you pick up a baton?
I picked up a baton at least 9 years ago, and it was because a friend of mine, this is funny, she had, of course, a baton, which in my head was a metal stick in her backpack, and I wanted to know what it was, so I ended up following her to the gym and found out about the sport.
Oh, was there something that drew you to it? I mean,
honestly, I think what drew me to it was that it's kind of like what you would expect to see in the Olympics or at a recital. It's a combination of both a sport and a dance routine. You hear the music, you make a routine, the costumes, and honestly, it just called me because it's like theater without remembering any lines.
How long did it take you to know and realize that, hey, I want to do this at a higher level?
That was 5 years ago when I found out that this sport could indeed be compatible. And I thought, well, maybe I'm just going to do this like on the side and be like a street performer. But no, there was actually many districts, there's many organizations for just this sport. And honestly, it's like amazing how many there are.
Yeah. Are you currently going through anybody with training or teaching or anything like that? Who is it? Just tell us a little bit about that.
Right now, I have two main coaches. First is Kathy McCarroll. She used to be a former UT majorette.
Nice.
And I also am being coached by Bess Wills, who is one of the coaches who helps the Crimson Majorettes.
Was there anybody that really pushed you to go to competitions?
Honestly, that was myself. Because
really, yeah,
I was always competitive. And when I found out that you can get beat this, I was like, heck yeah, sign me up.
Okay. What was your very first competition?
Whoa, that's a lot. Okay, that's like I go down memory lane.
Yeah.
Well, my first competition I can remember, it was 5 years ago. It was at the Carnes High School. I remember doing a routine there that was actually by Skillet, and the song was Legendary.
Oh, awesome. Uh, Overall, how did you think it went at the time, and looking back, how do you think it went? I mean, right at the moment, you tell me your thoughts.
Well, back then I
Okay.
was clueless. I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea what I was getting myself into and how much drama there can be. Oh, so much drama. But now when I think about it, that whereas there's a lot of bad that can happen, but you need some bad to bounce out the good. I honestly think that I've grown in my sport and what I do since then.
Cool. Yeah, there's drama and everything anymore, I think.
It's drama everywhere.
Yes. What did you learn from your very first competition?
What I learned was that honestly, what the results you might expect to want, you ain't gonna get them unless you work for it. If you want first place, earn it. Work for it, and well, pretty much all you gotta do is keep a good mindset, a healthy mindset. Because one wrong thought and it can all go downhill.
You mentioned this, so I'll ask you: what did you place on your first event, or how close was you?
I believe I was in 5th place, but unlike most people, that didn't drag me down. That just meant that, hey, I'm not the best. But doesn't mean I can't work for it.
So you took it as an opportunity to make yourself a little bit better.
And I have.
Good deal. When did you get your very first event win, competition win?
Like this year?
No, it's your very first one. Oh, you should remember that one.
My very first competition win. That would have to be. Dang, that was so dang long ago. I believe it was also in Tennessee. Now, I can't exactly remember where because I travel everywhere.
You do.
And it was none other than my solo division. I got my very first place, and it was phenomenal. Because, like, me? You're calling me. Are you sure? Are you sure you got that right?
Well, how'd you feel?
I felt exhilarated and also kind of just like zoned out. Like, wow, this is really happening. This is possible. I can reach these goals.
Yeah. How many of you entered?
Oh my gosh. Competitions in general?
Competition, just estimate. I hear it's a lot.
It has to be at least over 50. I've done so many.
Mom's doing 200 over there.
The 200 probably a lot closer than my guess.
Tell us something about your day when you go to compete. Describe it a little bit. What all goes on?
Well, first I wake up and I don't want to wake up. But then again, who wants to wake up like 6 o'clock in the morning? I mean, for real. And I get there, I check the grounds. I check to make sure who am I competing against, and if they're big names, then it's like, okay, I'm going to need to like push myself. If they're low names, then it's like, well, maybe I can actually be friendly. Because why have enemies when you can make friends?
Exactly.
I go in there, I practice my routines, normally in a back corner, or you can find me outside or just like somewhere. I practice. And then I go to my lane, which is where you compete in. And there, if I have to wait, I end up chatting to people and end up making friends, getting cell phone numbers, and it's like, hey, we can communicate now. And then afterwards, if I have a good routine, it's like, heck yes, move on to the next one. And at the end of the day, you have your awards, and then I go back to our hotel room or back home and just take a shower and sleep.
When you're competing, how nervous do you get?
Actually, not at all.
You passed that.
I don't get nervous.
That's awesome. Talk about the awards and medals, and to you, what's your most highest prized award?
Okay. Well, funny thing is, I've earned a lot of medals, trophies, plaques, sashes. I can't speak English. And we had to literally buy 2 bookshelves just to fit all the trophies. And my medals are hanging on a wall. I have plaques on another wall. But I guess my favorite award, like my best one, would probably be my most recent, which is the Junior Olympics. Because, I mean, who gets to say that, hey, I've been to the Junior Olympics? I mean, it's not the Olympics, but hey, one step up. I mean, who else can say that?
Do you have a favorite routine?
My favorite routine, like any type of routine you ask, is going to be my show twirls. And reason why is because a show twirl it's a story. It's a story that is portrayed by you, your music, and your skill. And I just love telling a story. So, why not?
As a competition twirler, what challenges do you face? Is it internal challenges more than external, or are you worried more? I don't know if you would be worried more about the opponents, but along those lines, what's the challenge to you?
I'll say it's a bit of both. It's the struggle both physically and mentally. Because you go out there, you see girls, and it's like, wow, I'm not that good. It's like, they can do this type of thing, and I can't. They look good in that costume. I feel kind of insecure. And then you have the mental struggle, which is, well, obviously I'm not good enough. I'll never get this. And why am I even here? I mean, I know I competed and won, but still, why am I even here in the first place? You get those types of thoughts, but if you push through that, you can succumb many challenges, including ones that other people throw in your face, telling you these things, which makes you think about them. Had that happen to me a lot, but I passed through that. Now I just give them the.
Do you have a favorite type of equipment?
My favorite type of equipment is.
Tell us all you use or have used. Batons, the fire, the blades, whatever they're called.
Well, you have your regular batons, which of course I control up to 4, which is a feat within itself. And yes, I have bopped myself in the head many times trying to get that. Then you have fire batons. I control up to 3, and even put one in my mouth, which is very cool.
Why would you do that?
Because it's cool. I mean, you look at someone, they have fire in their mouth. It's like. And you have the Samoan knives, which are my blades. And you can also set those on fire.
What's your favorite?
My favorite would probably have to be my fire batons, because who doesn't love a bit of danger?
Cool.
You couldn't keep me away from fire.
Do you ever have any oops moment with the fire?
A lot. I do it a lot.
What's the worst thing that's happened? Catch your grass on fire or something?
Actually, no. If you take a look up here, I have a circular part, never grown hair there, because that's where I burnt myself during a parade. Struck me right there, and ever since, I haven't been able to grow hair there.
All right. Tell me just a favorite thing you've encountered. Competitions, band, whatever. A favorite moment.
I think one of my favorite moments would have to be when I make friends, because you're out there and you see people, they're probably struggling themselves. Just go up to them, say hi, give them a smile, and you can make their day. Doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing.
Okay. Looking back, did you have advice from other people before you started? You need to do this, you need to do that.
I've had a lot of advice over the years, but one in particular actually has come from the Bible, of all things. And that one is a verse that has led me through so much. It's actually Numbers 23:22. I could be getting that wrong because it's been a while, but The verse is, "And God led them out of Egypt as it were the strength of a unicorn." And that has pushed me through so much, because if God can do this, he can empower me to do these things. And hey, it's a unicorn. I mean,
Okay, turn that around. What advice would you give to up and coming people that want to twirl?
I would say don't try to push yourself too hard. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to get hit in the head, probably more times than should be allowed. And you're going to get told that, hey, you can't do it, just give up. Don't give up. Try to push through those limits. And if you need to put on some music to get your mindset out of those thoughts, do it. Do whatever it takes.
What about, do you recommend them go to a school to get some training, or just a local person? What's your recommendations?
I never actually got training from my school. I mostly have hopped coach to coach to find my certain one. I would suggest Kathy McCarroll, because I've worked with her ever since I began. Or I would suggest go to Miss Autumn Jackson, who is the coach for the Carson Newman majorettes, and she's a good starter. She is Spectra Twirlers, and I would say go to her if you want to get coached.
Okay, what are your future plans?
Like college or after that, or both?
Future plans.
Well, my future plans, I am looking at colleges right now for my bachelor's degree, and I'm hoping to get that in hopefully either business management or, well, actually law, but not for what you think. I actually want to become a mortician. Yeah, I get that look a lot.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the business never stops, and besides, I like caring for people.
Yep.
And this is one of those that a lot of people, they're disgruntled, their emotions are over the place, and it's like, well, why don't I help? If there's one way I can help, let me help. And besides, the dead don't talk back too, so.
All right, talk about the Junior Olympic competition.
The Junior Olympics was wild. It was unexpected. We were in Houston, Texas, and just a small part of it, and that place was huge! You wouldn't expect, but then again, you come from this little town and you're like, it's like, sightsee, let me sightsee. And the gym there was amazing. There were so many people there. We're like talking athletes from all over the place. And where we were at, it was actually very decent for a gym. And I should know, I've been through many a gym for a competition, and some gyms are terrible. And there was a lot going on, but I was able to learn some new things, actually, by observing other contestants. And all in all, it was a really fun ride.
Okay, what all awards did you bring back home from that?
I have brought home 2 gold and my notes. Even I forget details. It's 2 gold and 7 bronze at the Junior Olympics.
Talk about how they judge each little class or whatever that you get medals for.
Well, your classes depend on your skill level, because you have your special beginner, which is, okay, I just started this thing. You have your beginner, which is, I'm good at this, but I'm not good at this. Then you have your intermediate, which is like, yep, I know what I'm doing. Let's move on to the more advanced stuff, which then you have advanced. Myself, I'm a beginner, and I'm not afraid to say that, because I'm not. And they judge you by your skill level, your performance level, and if you can catch the tricks.
Yeah. And I seen it was no drop. Is that?
A no drop means you have caught every trick in your routine, and you didn't drop it. There was no fumbling. It didn't land on the floor. You've caught everything flawlessly in your routine.
Have you had that perfect, flawless routine yet?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
I have had it many times, and it's wonderful when you come off that floor realizing that you have caught everything perfectly. And it's just, you get that adrenaline rush, the exhilaration. It's like you just drank 2 cups of coffee, which is a lot for me, because I only have 1 a day.
When you compete as a music excuse me, is there always music playing in the background, and what do you like?
There is music playing in the background, but depending on the competition, depends on the music. Because most competitions play marching music, and a lot of band people play marching music. And they know this one, Stars and Stripes Forever. It's always playing, no matter what competition you're at. But my favorite ones are when they start playing songs by Lady Gaga or Kesha, because you just put me in a good mood when you give me those ones.
Can you pick your music?
Sadly, no. I wish they did.
Oh.
I wish you could. Sadly, no. You cannot pick your music unless it's for a show twirl or some type of routine that's your own. Then you can pick your music.
Well, how do you prepare your routine to that, not knowing? Or do you know up front?
Oh, no. You don't. You don't know what music
wow.
you're doing. You go out there and pretty much you have to tune out everything and just focus on what you're doing. Otherwise, you can get lost to the music. I should know. It's happened to me more than once.
Is there anyone out there that you want or need to thank?
Well, I have.
Name all you want.
Okay. First off, I'm going to say the big one. I have to thank God for leading me to where I am now. Because without his help, I would probably be on the couch right now, not even knowing what the Junior Olympics was. I also have to thank my first ever coach, which was Miss Caroline. I forgot her last name. I'm so sorry. But she's the one who's taught me my first ever baton routine. Like, ever since I first started it. And I also have to thank my mom because she has been my everything, my chauffeur, my designer, my equipment management. She's done everything. And I also have to thank my band director for also making me part of his show, because without his help, I wouldn't be in the band. And would also have to thank my beloved dad, because he is just wonderful. He has given me thumbs ups. He has been encouraging. I love it.
Any plans of joining a college?
Yes, I do plan on being a college majorette. And right now, of course, I said we are looking, but right now, the University of the Cumberlands is actually looking really good, but we're not actually certain yet. We still have plenty more to try, like UK and, well, many other places.
Okay. I want to give you a chance, last words as always, to my guest. Say anything you want.
What I have to say is, no matter what, whether you be the weirdest kid in school, or you're just someone who people don't find interesting because you read books more than you talk on social media, don't let that get by you. If you're weird, be weird.
All right, Karley, thanks for coming in today, and thank you to our marketing partners and those who watch. We will see you next time. God bless.
Yahoo!
Good job.
Thank you.